Hello everyone, my name is Uthris and welcome to some vintage story. Gonna be doing a little bit of a new series here on the channel. Hope you guys are excited. I am for sure. We're doing Vintage Story 1.20. It's gonna be a little bit of a modded playthrough. Not a whole lot of mods. We're going to have some ancient tools, better ruins, butchering, carry on, chisel tools, golden combs. I'm going to try a different way to play the game. We're going to try turning on hardcore water transportation. More map icons. We're going to have rivers. I want to try the new Rustbound magic and then some Terra pretty. So very, very light mod kit. Mostly decorative stuff with some utilitarian things. But I think it'll be pretty good. Another thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing hardcore, okay? So this could be a really long series or a really short series. We're going to find out, all right? We're going to have one life and that's it, okay? We're going to spawn in a temperate climate. 9-day per month seasons. True winter is turned on. Any soil, block gravity is going to be on. Cave-in is going to be turned on. Let's see. Prevent liquid source transport by buckets. We're going to turn that on, so I won't be able to move water around. Otherwise, we're going to keep kind of just a normal setting, okay? Just a normal setting here. Creature swim speed, I am going to nerf. This is a new value added with 1.20 to make running through water away from monsters a little less of a guaranteed tactic. I'm just going to nerf that by 50%, a little bit there, but otherwise all this is pretty much going to be default. I'm going to turn on the color accurate world map. I kind of prefer that a little bit here. Temporal stability, 10 to 20 days, very middle average there. Temporal gear respawn uses 20 times, doesn't matter because if we die once, we die. World generation, we're going to go with 60% land. We're going to bump up to 200% ocean size so that the oceans are a little bit bigger. Upheaval rate, I'm going to nerf to 10%. Landform scale, 140%. And then otherwise, all of this is going to be completely normal. Bear, don't kill me. Okay, it's going to be the seed. Apply. We're going to name this the good old One Life Challenge. And we'll create our world. Oh boy. What are we going to get? Now, I'm not going to cut or anything here. This is a one take, okay? I don't know where I'm going to spawn. Let's hope I'm not in like the ocean in the middle of nowhere. Sometimes that can happen, right? With these type of things. But we'll just have to deal with challenges as they come. First thing on the list, we need to get some baskets and some bag slots. We need to get some shelter and some beginning tools, okay? I don't have time to probably find the most pretty build location. It's going to be very hectic here at the start. Hopefully we don't get chased down by wolves and bears. We'll just have to see how it goes. So you can see in 1.20 they added elks as a mount. You can see that little background image there in the loading screen. These guys are really fun. I'm really happy that the game is, the 1.20 update. I think it's really great. And I've already played through on my own a little bit. Like 100 hours on my previous save. We're going to do a Rust Mage. Which is going to make it even harder for us, all right? We get less stuff from foraging, harvesting. But we are hopefully going to do okay with magic stuff once we get there. So let's confirm that. Take a look around. Okay. I kind of want to go up this way for some reeds first. So let's start exploring. Yeah, so Terra Pretty, I think, is kind of my go-to world generation mod recently. It just kind of smooths out the default terrain generation, which I find to be a little too craggy and maybe a little too hard to navigate, especially with the mounts. It just is too much of a pain to kind of deal with. But there's a wolf down there. We'll go to the right. I want to get out of this forested area, hopefully quickly. Just ran by a pup, so. Oh my god. Really? Right away? Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Totally safe. Totally safe and sound. Let's get some flint. Take a hop and a skip around. So we got a little lake here. Which may just have to do. I do see some rivers forming around a little bit. But I may have to build a shelter here at this initial lake. And then move after that. So let's go ahead and get our knife. I'm glad there's cattails. Alright. There is our knife. Quick and easy. So those of us who, you know, played with us on our multiplayer servers and things like that, you know, obviously we're using less mods. And in some ways that's harder, in some ways that's easier. It just kind of depends on what mods we're talking about, but definitely running less than the 90 that we had on our last community server, so we'll see how it goes. And hopefully they're decently compatible with 1.20. I think most of them that I installed are, but you just kind of never know if you run into an issue or not. I don't like all these birch tree bushes. It makes these type of areas very dangerous, in my opinion, because you just can't see very far. Out. Alright, 2 baskets already. Nice. Getting your hand baskets built kind of first is the best thing, in my opinion, to do. Get at least 2 of them to start. Obviously, we have enough cattails, so I'm going to go for all 4 immediately. And then that way we'll have some inventory to spare. I might even gather an additional 24 cattails for 1 basket for storage. And then we'll just start work on our hut immediately. I'm gonna go... I could go with a pretty standard A-frame kind of structure, and that would be fine. There we go, nice. All 4 baskets. But I in my head, I just don't know yet on what I'm gonna do here. I might go a little bit more like primitive technology. You know, if you guys ever seen his YouTube channel, obviously a nice one here. Probably one of the best YouTubers of all time, in my opinion. But like, you know, he has some really nice just dirt and brick kind of little buildings. I want to stay away from this thing. So this is a some sort of nature protector thing. It's part of the Rustbound Magic mod. So these guys are little sentries. Mostly neutral mob. If I get too close, it can aggro, and it can start lobbing some spells at me, and you know, I am very weak, so I don't want to take any damage, really. Less damage we take, the better. In fact, I'm gonna get our basket. A nice little reed basket here. And then get enough cattails for a couple bandages. So, I think I have horsetail. Probably up in the woods a little bit. You're going to see me jumping a lot to try and, like, see around. But yeah, we'll get some horsetail. And that'll be good. Relaxing with some nice little music here. Alright. That will give us 8 bandages to work with. I'm gonna put that in my 9 slot, actually. Okay. Now let's talk about settling down. Right here might be interesting. There's a trader in this area. It's not that far. I know I said I didn't want to run too much, but I don't want to make like a massive... Okay. Okay, getting chased by wolves. Oh boy. It's one of those days. We do have the Better Ruins mod enabled too. This looks like one of those ruins. Some sort of stick fort. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. I had to come check that out. The Better Ruins mod, in my opinion, is just one of those essential mods. It just adds so much more lore and point of interest stuff to explore. If you like your exploration, you know, that's the mod to get. Okay, cool. Still going the right way. Still stuck in these birch bushes. Alright, so we got slate. Not my favorite rock in the world. I mean, it is for like detailing maybe, but it is a less useful rock. What's this? Sandstone? Okay. Just have to see. Because I'll need to find chalk and limestone eventually. To get that awesome lime for tanning. A lot of people don't know this too. In this game, if you crouch, it actually decreases your aggro range a lot. Because you are essentially sneaking. It makes hunting a little bit easier when you kind of can just range attack things. I'm hearing bees. I want to see if I can find them. I think they're up here in this tree, so we'll go ahead and make a map marker for bees. Bees. Having a good labeled map is something that you really need to do in this game. It makes everything so much easier. Like I'm very good at like kind of remembering sense of direction and you know where I am in relationship to things, but labeling is your friend. Let's go with this little rise up there maybe. Oh man, there's a ruin up here too. There's a couple ruins up the river. Could be some really good resources for us there. Now some of the mod settings I may need to tweak a little bit. I may need to tweak the river flow rate and how fast the river flows so that we can actually get boats and stuff up the river and rafts without too much hassle, but so there's the trader. Could also build up there on that little tip. I'm gonna get 3 more cat tails for a shield. We're gonna need that. And I think right there is kind of right on the horn of this little converging river is where I'll shoot. Okay, don't die. Don't die. Got a little lake up here too, but okay, a little bit of berries. Some wild crops we'll have to harvest. Of course, there's a temporal issue and a cave. Thinking. I need to act fast. I'm pondering too much. Let's go down a little ways. Want to look for temporally stable areas. Let's start here. This will be fine. First things first, gonna get some packed dirt. Everyone loves a good old dirt hut to live in first. It is the go-to for sure. And there's a lot of cool new blocks with dirt even in 1.20. These first couple episodes, by the way, will probably be very minor edits, if anything. Just an FYI. They're going to be longer, probably, episodes too. And then as we progress and like I have to start like actual like long farming kind of stuff, we'll probably do a little bit more time skips, but boom. Okay, pack dirt. Let's do just a 3x3 interior to start. And we'll get some gates. So I use gates as my initial doors. They don't break like the crude door. Oh my god, are you serious? Okay, we'll have to deal with that guy soon. I did not know there was a wolf right in our backyard. A little scary. Wolves are honestly more scary to me than the basic Jeff. Though, the new mobs can be pretty hard. Alright, there we go. Get a little fire, maybe in the corner instead. Let's get a bed. Get a whole bunch of grass. And I'll probably be changing the material. You know, this little hut is literally just for the first couple days. It is a big, big just shelter at this point. No different than like a lean-to. I know a lot of people watch me for like, oh man, Uthris is so good at building, but like, sometimes survival games, you had to survive first. Alright, got our bed. Let's get some sticks. We're just gonna make probably wattle gates. They are very cheap. to make like 6 sticks for 2 gates. And that'll be our door. Just like that. Alright, nice thing about Waddle too is it is see-through, so we can see out of this, see if it's safe. Next thing, let's get a axe. Those are arrowheads. I don't need that, because I need to make a fire. Can't get that. Good. Need a couple of these so I can get a torch. We're really gonna have to take care of that wolf. Hopefully I can maybe get on top of my hut and attack the wolf using spears that way. That'll probably be the easiest solution. I don't generally like to nerd pole up and like attack things using that strategy, but this early on, you know, we're gonna have to be pretty smart and very cautious. I think there's 2 wolves, or is that a boar? I mean, even pigs are dangerous to us right now. Yeah, that's some pigs. The wolf is right above my cursor right there. Okay. And we got fire. We just got to rub these sticks together. Make a couple torches for later. I'm gonna be surviving off berries. Okay, let's get some more sticks for my shield. Now, the wolf, the shield is not going to really help us at all with the wolf, but it will help us with the very basic Jeffs, the more surface guys. I also may want to look at making some wooden armor as well. Anything really to reduce how much damage we take. Second slot's always shield for me. Last slot's going to be torch. Second to last slot, bandages. First slot will be a weapon, which I can start making spears here in a moment. Alright, cool. Torches acquired. Fire starter can just lean out here. Just like that. I'm going to break this block, though. I might want a couple ladders just so I can climb my build if I need to escape a wolf or something. And it looks like I'm in a temporally stable area, which is nice. So that gear in the middle, if that was spinning backwards and my stability was going down, this would not be a good base. Alright, so we can get up here, which is basically safe from most things. Initially. Gonna explore a little bit. I want to just take a glance at this ruin. Better ruins, while you can find some really good stuff in their buildings and have really good starter base locations. They can also be kind of mini dungeons. There could be a lot of spawns, locusts, things like that in here. Apparently a wolf too. Luckily it didn't see me. I have, okay, another wolf guardians all over the place. So it's like a rustic church, some sort of gallows, and a couple huts. Might try and break that down for building materials eventually. I'm gonna opt for dodging that wolf completely here. Alright, this knife's dead, so might as well just drop it. Quartz bits. A lot of quartz in this area. Just kind of doing a cursory glance for maybe some berries. Because we're at half food. Did a lot of running around. Alright, that should last us through the night. So we'll make a bunch of more sticks. Some spears for defense. I probably want 5 spears, kind of at all times. Let's go ahead in our little hut here, light up the place temporarily. Just quickly break this down. I think it's interesting that the boars are safe from like bears and wolves. I feel like that shouldn't be the case in this game. I think they should be kind of hostile to each other. They should fight. Fight it out. And just like that, we got our spears. It's almost time to sleep. It's not quite nighttime. We're really going to have to take advantage of the longer daytimes that it is right now, too. No clue where that wolf ran off. Alright, let me think on some plans here. I think the first thing we want to do is call the wolves and start calling back the trees in the area. Really make this an open field so that we can expand, have good view distance in all directions, and have some security. Okay? And so we'll start with that. We'll go from there. If I sleep now, it's up to 7 hours. I don't think it's gonna be bad, but we'll find out. I'm hoping it's past 3 a.m. I'll wake wake up. Alright, about 3 a.m. Alright, we'll replace the torch. Run out. Do a quick glance. Don't see any hostiles. Which is good. Okay. We're decently safe. I say decently. Let's start doing the wood and collecting then. Oh, Jesus, I thought that... Nope! No. I thought it was a wolf, but honestly, it's just as dangerous. Is it dead? No, it's not dead. I don't know where it went. I think it's up here. Get up the building. I think that's the one I was aiming at. There's a lot of nature guardians too running around right now. I'm scared of boars. Fuck. Alright, killed that one. See, this is why we need to get rid of all these dumb bushes. You literally just can't see any hostiles. And because these are leaves, they can kind of get inside of them. I hear it. I heard it. Oh, wow. Yeah, you get out of here. My normal strategy, if you guys have been watching the channel for a little bit, is let's just light the place on fire, let it burn. Let's make a new knife. Guess we're gonna have some protein here in a second. If we get animal fat, we can... Oh, okay. Yeah, if we get animal fat, we can make a oil lamp. That's a permanent light source around the hut. Low weight, I doubt we'll get fat from this. Especially with our negatives. We'll take the bones, though. Alright, where is that other boar? It's right there. Is there two? Oh my god, there's two. This is like the most stressful way to play this game. Winter Story is not easy to begin with. Okay. Give that a wide berth. I'm pretty sure a boar will one-shot me right now. Let's go ahead and cook these up. One of the best reasons to get a torch early on is just so you can light a fire without too much hassle. Tell you what, I should have downloaded the projectiles highlight mod. Do I have enough spears for that? I might. Ugh. Okay, killed one sentry. Oh, what is that? We got a crystallized memory. That gives us magic XP. If it still does the same. Another thing is we need to have the butchery mod enabled too. Alright, let that guy run off. So that's another reason we're probably not getting anything out of this either. We're gonna need a butchery hook, block, table. Let's get some more firewood here. Didn't expect to be doing hunting so soon. But this will give us some initial food, at least for this day. Let's skin this guy. What do we get? Fire sentry. Okay, we got nothing. It's alright, we got the crystallized memory. Okay, I hear the wolf. The wolf is the main concern. So the male boar is actually very hostile as well. Oh, there's just so much to try and cover in the very first episode. Alright, back to clearing these shrubs and things. Okay, there's the wolf. If I get some good shots on it, I could probably kill it decently well. You can see, if you get good at spear throwing, and you crouch and throw every time, so the wolf doesn't see you, it's not too bad. Now, obviously, when they run and reposition, that is the scary moment for me, because now I have to spend time doing like wide searching circles to try and find the thing again. Okay, there it is. And it's down. All right. Hey. we're already a little safer. And we got a first piece of fat. Which, honestly, I might... need to make some pelts. Not yet. Oil lamp might come first. I mean, these things will last 6 days. That's almost a full month. Let's go ahead and also cook the bushmeat. The bushmeat isn't as good food. 5 days, 6 days. I need some more firewood here. Glance. Alright, so around our base, we got these two nice ruins to explore long term. This desolate shoreline, which is pretty interesting. We do have some trees, which is nice. Let's zoom in on our area a little bit and see. We have some peat back in here. Maybe some clay right here. So I want to find some clay and mark that out next. Because with clay, we can go into pottery, get more storage. I'm not gonna make a whole bunch of reed baskets. My opinion is just faster to go straight to vessels. And maybe start getting some cobblestone as well. Where was it? Over this way. Oh. Oh, fuck. It saw me. It saw me? Okay. There's a wolf over here. Trying to go around it. Oh, fuck, fuck, fuck. Baby pigs. Hostile boars. No, no. Again, these ferns, this undergrowth. it's just brutal to see through. Like, it's kind of back there. Unless this is just a coloration for the forest tile. Yeah, it's just coloration for forest. Okay. No clay here. Let's hop across. Could be clay there between these two ruins. Again, there's wolves patrolling that town. I need to find some berries. Oh boy. Hop. Hop. Alright, we got clay here. Nice. That'll do us for initial pottery. Let's grab some. Go for 2 stacks of clay. That'll give us probably 2 vessels, and then just about every thing we need to do for potential cooking, at least to get started on cooking. and some extra little tidbits. Gotta try and progress quickly. There's more clay down that way too. You can see the red. So this is red clay. It's kind of a new clay with 1.20. And then blue clay is still a thing as well. But you'll find fire clay is no longer really on the surface or anything. Fire clay has been changed to where you either have to make your own fire clay, or to find fire clay, I believe they are kind of around coal deposits now. Alright, let's just get rid of that shovel, it's almost broken. I want some berries, or some food. Salmon's not gonna give us anything. With our reduction in harvesting, a low fish is just nothing. I can't wait till they add fishing to this game. Fishing is gonna be hopefully really cool. Not seeing any berries over here. There's a broken windmill. This ruin usually has a quern inside of it. Which would be pretty crazy early on to have. Yep, there's a quern. And a storage vessel. We'll take the storage vessel. Might be stuff up top too. Better Ruins likes to make these into like little jumping puzzles and stuff, which are cool. There's probably chests all the way up this thing. Little things to find. And there's a rift. Run away. Looking for berries. Not really seeing any. Did I eat all that meat? No, I stored it. Where's my bandages? There they are. Going over every little hill in hardcore just makes it... It's a tense moment. Cresting a hill, you just don't know what's up there. Are you about to go face to face with a bear? A wolf? Maybe even just a moose. Okay, so there's some berries over here. Want to live off berries as much as possible in this early little stage, since hopefully they will regrow by the end of the season. I want to get a little view. Okay, we got some mushrooms up here. They're puffballs, which are a pretty good mushroom. just mark that. Puffballs. Yeah, I think these give 80 food, about as much as a berry. And they're good for 18 days. Mushrooms are great long-term kind of vegetable storage. Oh, it's a wild elk over there. Yeah, we got a cool valley. Some rolling hills. Up, down this way? Up, down. Up, down this way? Yep. Very nice landscape that we got going on. Very beautiful area that we chose to build at, I think. This little river valley. So, I tell you what, guys. This episode is a long one. Okay? We did some fighting. We did some initial base building. We have a shelter, we have a fire, we have some clay, so I think next episode we'll start just from here. Take a look at this view. So, if you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to subscribe for more creative content such as this. Hit that like button, become a member today, support the channel, and get notified for more videos like this. Vintage Story is going to be a good one, I think. If we can survive, we'll find out.